So guys, thank you for being there, and indeed it's a spontaneous edition. Where do you think this cap has been made? There's a cap to win here. China. No, but who said China first? You, here. Take one. Bulgaria. Okay, Bavaria. No, Bulgaria. Bulgaria. Closer. Here you go. Italy. The last one is for the right answer. Somewhere where things are getting a little bit tense these days. Poland, here we go. It's made in Europe. It's made in Europe. So, what I wanted to talk today is this cap. The story of this cap was a little bit of fun on the 20th of January. Remember 20th of January? That was the inauguration of Donald Trump. It was also the first day of Davos, so I had the chance after DLD to be invited at this basically side event of DLD, which is in the Swiss Alps. And I wore this cap. On the first day, 150 people have asked this cap. At the end of the 4 days, it was 1,600. We are now at 27,000 people who ordered this cap. And I asked myself, why is that? Of course, there's the joke. The marketing people will tell you when you build on a brand that already exists, people have the impression they already saw it. Then there's the color. Green, obviously it's opposite to red. It's the color of hope. Well, some people think I'm launching a new environmental movement, but that's not the case. But I think the most important, and it's very complementary to what my friend Eva just said, I think everybody understood that we're in this world of carnivores, and where Europe is absolutely necessary for our nation states, France, Germany, Poland, etc., to stick together. So nobody is today putting in question the need to put mass. But unfortunately, the institutions, the blue institutions, have not managed to create this emotion, this drive, this capacity of saying, like Schumann or like Monet maybe did, the famous founding fathers and mothers, there were a lot of mothers also, in the 50s, we have lost the edge, would the Maverick say. We've lost the edge. And the green is this hope that we can maybe reinvent. So now we are asking ourselves, so instead of telling you everything was planned, no, it's kind of a grassroots thing. Now we're asking ourselves, how can we make an incredible movement out of this? This is growing 1,000 people per week. It was 500 a month ago. So you see we are a little bit on an exponential scale. Maybe some VCs want to invest in us. With two goals. One, a very serious one, a very ambitious one, which is to say, look, the authoritarian countries, or some who are unfortunately edging on the authoritarian side, have reinvented themselves all the time. China is doing its social scoring. Singapore is a very smart way of combining, tech, but it's still soft authoritarian. Unfortunately, we see what's going on in the US. Democracies have not reinvented themselves. We're still electing people for 5 years in the same way. So can we reinvent the way of citizen engagement? We had that with the Gilets jaunes in France. We had that with a lot of people who are frustrated with the current systems here. So the idea is here to launch town halls, because think about it 1 second. In social media, as well as in political parties, or even in podcasts, you talk to people who like what you say most of the time. And there's these echo chambers. The only place where you're confronted with other opinions are these town halls, and they're difficult, and that's where you see the real politicians. So that's one. And the second thing is we're great in Europe. You heard 20 initiatives today, but we are all doing that in our own lines. EU Inc., a fantastic initiative to push for the 28 regime, is doing its thing. There is Eurostack, you probably heard about that, trying to build a European stack. Here, there are 2 or 3 branches of Eurostack. And everybody is like a little single fish. So we won't, like the French sometimes dream, have a unified, centralized structure. That's not Europe. That's not our values. We cannot be Washington, D.C. and Brussels, or we cannot be the Department of Defense for our military. But can we reinvent the way of how do we collaborate? And so what MEGA, this movement, wants to be is, number one, to say we should not leave boldness to the extremes. I think today, unfortunately, those who have the most radical ideas are on the extreme left and extreme right. We have not the courage anymore. We don't see the boldness anymore. We don't see the execution capability. Think about the other side of the Rhine. We had great ideas, but zero execution capability, and today, a very unfortunate situation. So can we be bold and radical again and be courageous? That was what Europe. And the second thing, we're going to support everything that goes in the right direction. So we are going to put this movement, we think we're going to be 100,000 if that continues like that in the next 2 or 3 months. We aim to be 1 million. And it's not to do a movement for something. It's going to be a movement that is going to support and kind of build bridges. We have 27 cyber watchdogs. We now have every single country wants to have its innovation agency. We have a great one in Germany, but now we have... So this fragmentation kills us. Yes, we need money, but we need to have also a unified approach. We are not going to have one general, that's for sure, but how do we build it together? And MEGA is an opportunity to build it together. So if you want to join, normally there was a backdrop here, if you can pull it up. You had it? Yes. So if you want one of these caps, that's on the left, no political intention here. If you want to follow us, it's on the right. And with that, thank you very much.